This lesson will cover the preparation of the fishing trip and port visit log before entering into TUFMAN. This is an example of a completed fishing trip and port visit log. In the header section, you'll see that there is the vessel name, the name of the company, the gear type, the country of registration of the vessel, the registration number, the calendar year, and the international call sign for the vessel. Check that these fields have all been filled in correctly. In the detail block, you'll notice that the first date entered is the 1st of January. This will be typical for all completed forms. The first line indicates a period of inactivity in port, followed on the next line by a period when a fishing trip was undertaken, and from the 10th of January to the 24th of January. In this case, a log sheet was provided, there was no observer on board, the total crew was 12, of which 5 were Pacific Islanders. So each period throughout the year will be covered in the completed form. This is the same form continuing on throughout the year, and you'll notice that every period in this year has been accounted for. Make sure that you check that the form covers every day for the calendar year. The last line indicates a period when they were in port and they'd finished activities for the year. The last date on the form should always be the 31st of December for that year. What are some of the typical problems encountered with data from the fishing trip and port visit log? Only fishing trip periods have been reported with no record of port visits. Fishing trips and port visits have been reported, but there are obvious gaps in the calendar year. For example, all periods in the year are not accounted for. A log sheet has been received from a vessel, but the fishing trip and port visit log shows the vessel to be in port during the period of the trip recorded on the log sheet. So there is a clear problem with the log sheet or the vessel activity log. All problems should be referred back to the fishing company that provided the form. That concludes this lesson.